G'day players and welcome to Sunday Night Live. As always, I'm your host Josh Shonafinger and we've got a bumper show for you tonight. Can you believe we're already at phase 5 of our 21-day kicking program, and we'll also be looking at the Junior Football Club, who's the recipient of our Scoop Return to Play signage package this week. Thanks again to Scoop for all your support. But before we do, we had a special guest this week, strength and conditioning guru Adam Valley, answer all your questions in the Q&A segment. So if you haven't had a chance yet, go and check out his answers on our member page. Okay, let's get into the show. Let's kick it off with Looking Back. In Looking Back, we recap the most recent phase. So joining us this week is Director of Football, Adrian Tallarico. Welcome, Talla.
Hello, Josh. Good to be back.
Yeah, it's great to have you back on the Sunday Night Live chat streams. Phase 4, how did everybody do?
Look, phase 4 was an opportunity for the participants and players to focus on 2 of the steps of the kicking technique. So some of the training modules focused on the approach, and then also D, the drive. So there was some, especially with the line kicking, some of those activities are relatively challenging, especially when you need to step forward through your kick and land back on the line of the kick. For a player or a kicker who's never done something like that before, we know that particular drill can be challenging. So the benefits from that is being able to continue that momentum through the line of the football and towards the intended target. So main focus for that phase was to practice and introduce the approach, and also practice and introduce the drive. And probably, Josh, it's probably important to note as well that to be able to kick a really good, consistent or perfect drop punt, you don't necessarily need the approach or the drive in the actual technique. But we know for consistency and how the drop punt is performed, especially in match situation, the approach and the drive do make up that kicking technique. So it's always good to practice that, because that's usually the type of kick that you perform in a match. So, look, Josh, that was pretty much a review of what phase 4 entailed.
Why is the line kick so important for young players to get right? What's it going to do for them in a match situation, Talla?
Yeah, sure. Look, with the line kicking, what that does is it allows players to, one, straighten up their body towards their target. And when we say straighten up their body, we talk a bit about things like the shoulders, the hips, the belly button, the toes, moving towards the target. But what the line kicking does is, yes, you will straighten those body parts up towards your target, but allows you to get the feels of what it feels like to continue your momentum and your momentum and movement through the kick and towards a target into that drive phase. So essentially, Josh, that's what it gets them to start to practice, the feels of that, what it feels like to continue through the drive phase.
So we've had phase now. We'll find out what phase 5 has us in store a little later in the show. Talla, the Hit the Post challenge, should players still be performing this benchmark testing?
Oh yeah, there's no reason not to, Josh. Definitely. Look, the Hit the Post benchmark testing, it's brilliant for players to mark against their progression, so their improvement, their development. Like we've outlined in how to set up the benchmark testing, they just want to make sure and be really, really careful to set it up consistently each time. So it gives what we call validity and repeatability. So you can repeat the exact same test within the close to the exact same conditions. So therefore, if you're comparing what you got on day 1 to what you got on day 10, you can be pretty sure in yourself that all the testing was the same. So therefore, your results are quite on the mark on your progression, or close to the mark on to show your progression, your development. So to answer your question, Josh, definitely look, to Hit the Post challenge, there is no limit on the amount of times that someone can be performing that.
So the easiest way to monitor kicking progress is simply to record your results in the Hit the Post challenge.
That is a fantastic standardized test. I mean, the other thing that is sort of the stuff that it's the intangibles, if you like, that you can't put, is about the feel, so how you feel through your kicking. But when we're looking at outcome delivered progress, it's definitely the hit the post. And players, like we know, we've given them these score sheets where they can mark down how they've progressed in the 3 hit the post challenge. Actually, Josh, I wouldn't mind how about we offer, if players are willing to, I'd love to be able to see the results of their hit the post results, how they've performed in each of them. Maybe they could even send through their results and take a photo of them performing the hit the post challenge, or even a video. We'd love to see them performing it, maybe in something like a video. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we love seeing players do their thing with all our challenges, and hit the post is no different. So, Teller, I know you're the boss, but what if we say that anybody who sends in a photo or a video of them doing their hit the post challenge, what if we give them, say, a video kicking analysis by yourself?
That's a pretty good idea, Josh. Sold. Let's do it. So if players, participants send in their results in a photo or video, they can, let's do it. Let's also then be able to analyze their video kicking technique. Good idea.
Love that. So we've got an easy way for players and parents to submit their stuff. Just look at this email address at the bottom of the screen, info@dfsonlinefootyacademy.com.au. Send it there, and then one lucky hit the poster will get a complimentary video kicking analysis from our director of coaching, Adrian Tallarico. That's absolutely brilliant. Thanks, Teller.
All right, good work, Josh. Thanks, mate.
No worries. Thanks for joining us, Teller, and we'll catch you probably next week. Players, let's check out what's coming up in Phase 5. In What's for Training this week, we're joined by Coach Mick. G'day, Mick. How are you?
I'm good, Josh. Now, Josh, any news on that goal kicking re-challenge that we discussed?
Yeah, well, I definitely want to get to it, Mick, but, we're still locked away in our homes at the minute in isolation down here in Melbourne, so there's not a lot we can do, but definitely when it lifts, you're on, okay? I've been seeing some improvements in my hit the post challenge, actually, so I think I might be ready to take on the master sharpshooter himself.
That's fantastic, Josh, but we're in ISO and I've been practicing myself as well, because I also want to continually improve as well. So I'm just going to say that I reckon I'm going to be a bit better than last time. So I still reckon I'll get you.
Okay, let's mark it down as a date, and we'll be sure to have the cameras there when we do re-challenge. But let's get to business, Mick. Phase 5, what's in store for us?
Yeah, so stage 5 is going to be a bit of a consolidation phase, Josh. So phase 1, we really want to get to work on the feels of kicking and just really understanding about kicking. Stage 2 or phase 2 was about the ball drop and balance. Phase 3 was the contact. Phase 4 introduced the drive and approach. Now, phase 5, the players are going to get some secrets and the real intricates from Coach Teller and myself to consolidate on what we've already done. So they're going to learn some secrets. They're still going to, it will be good if they still practice all the training modules from the previous week. So don't stop doing those training modules, but they're going to get some of the secrets to help them consolidate and improve that continual improvement and to be a better kick every day.
Okay, so phase 5, chance to revisit those training modules, but some secrets. So if they've got the basics down pat, these secrets will take them to the next level. Is that the idea?
Yeah, so it's still got to make sure that they choose their level. So that's one of the rules both Coach Teller and myself have really focused on, making sure they choose their levels. Knowing where they're at in their development. So they're not doing something too hard, but they're not doing something too easy. They're doing something right in the optimal learning zone for them. So continue to go back through what we've already done, but these secrets will help them to then be able to perform them a lot better, but they still need to make sure that they're focusing on their ball handling, focusing on the ball drop, the contact, their approach, their drive. They're still focusing on all those little areas as well.
Cool. I believe there's also a fun new module that they've got coming up, Mick.
Yes. So we've got the In the Bin module. Now, it's fun, but it's challenging. The reason why it's challenging, Josh, is because it's a bit of a different sort of kick to what we've been focusing on. So it's still a drop punt, but it's a different type of drop punt, which then makes it a bit more of a challenge, although it's still pretty fun.
Okay, it looks good from that little snippet we saw there. I'm definitely keen to give that a go. Mick, would you mind hanging around while we announce our winners for this week?
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, let's get into our winners for the week. Okay, it's time to announce our Return to AFL weekly winner. Last week, our Return to Sport Club winner was Cheltenham Junior Football Club. Lachlan from the Panthers automatically entered his club in the process simply by keeping up with the 21-day kicking challenge, which I'm sure you're all doing. This week's club winner of the Return to Sport signage package, thanks to our wonderful sponsor Scoop, is Cameron from the Caulfield Bears Junior Football Club. Well done and congratulations to the Caulfield Bears Junior Football Club. The Return to Sport signage is essential signage that your club will need before the next junior football season. It's all easy to install and it'll ensure you're operating in line with the AFL and government guidelines. To put your club in the running to win, and there's only one more week left, all you need to do is complete your training modules for the week. Remember, you must click complete at the bottom of the page to ensure your training module is marked off so your club is in the chance to win the weekly draw. Well, good luck to all our players out there, and hopefully you can be the one that gets your club the lucky prize for next week. Players and Mick, that's it. One more week of training to go. That means only a couple more phases as well, doesn't it, Mick?
Yes, so we've got phase 5, which will run until Wednesday. Then we've got phase 6, which will finish it off. And I'd just like to say congratulations to Cameron and Caulfield. Cameron has shown that he's willing to do all the hard work. He's following those triple M's. He's minutes that matter. He's intrinsically motivated, so he's pushing himself to be the best kick he can be, and he's got that positive growth mindset as well. So he's following the rules that we've set out at the start, and he's reaping the rewards for himself, but now he's also getting the rewards for his local community club as well, which is fantastic. And
with an attitude like that, you just know that he's seeing improvements in his kicking as well, don't you?
Yes, definitely. And hopefully, Cameron, you send through your video or the video of your hit the post to Tala, and who knows, maybe Cameron gets his kicking analysed as well.
Yeah, maybe a double win. That would be huge for Cameron. So good luck to everyone. Get your kicks in and your hit the posts into the email address on the screen. So 1 week to go. Submit your questions for next week's Q&A as well. You can also do that via the online modules or at the email address down below. Also, check out this week's Beat the Coach Challenge, which is still up and running. It's the Adam Valley push-up, jump on over his head challenge. Mick, have you had a go at this Beat the Coach Challenge yet?
Oh, I've been a bit nervous too, but I am going to submit my own during the week as well. So I'd like to see everyone else's submission as well, because I will be putting in my own submission.
Good. I had a go. I didn't quite get Adam's time of 17 seconds, which is the time to beat, but I reckon if I have another couple of goes, I might just get there. So keep on training to be the best kick you can be. You've got the hit the post, you've got the in the bin, and you've got plenty of other things to keep you busy. Next week, Sunday Night Live will be our final show, and it's going to be a bumper too. We'll announce all our big winners. We've got all the coaches on deck, and we've got a really special segment coming up as well. Thanks, Mick, for joining us.
No worries. I look forward to this last week of the 21-day challenge.
It's going to be great. I've been Josh Shonafinger from everyone here at the DFS Online Footy Academy. We'll see you next week.